Thanks for listening to today's Bible lesson. The lesson today is, what's your family genealogy? Down the road from me, there's Midwest Genealogical Studies. It's a place, a center where you can go, you can study genealogy, all of the different various records and such from throughout the world. And there are people who go, they spend hours, days, years looking at things like that. It's interesting to see a genealogy continuing on through your family. Others take and they send out DNA samples to a place and they tell you where you're from, who you might be related to, and such as that. But yesterday in our reading, we found something that's a little bit better genealogical study to look at our families and see where we stand with our genealogy. In 2 Timothy, the first chapter, in verse 3 through 5, the Apostle Paul says, I thank God, whom I serve from my forefathers with pure conscience, that without ceasing I have remembrance of thee in my prayers night and day, greatly desiring to see thee, being mindful of thy tears, that I may be filled with joy when I call to remembrance, now listen to this, the unfeigned faith that is in thee, which dwelt first in thy grandmother Lois, and in thy mother Eunice. I'm persuaded in thee also. Did you get that? There's a genealogy to be proud of. 3 generations of faith going through grandmother Lois to mother Eunice and now in Timothy. You look at that, and being related to somebody is maybe something. I come from this family or this genealogy, maybe this line of royals or this line of horse thieves. But in the scriptures, you find the greatness is in being a genealogy of faith. It's wonderful that they can look and see how they went on. And as we continue on, if we have that same genealogy of faith, maybe it began with your grandparents, maybe it's just beginning with you, but you find that it is a genealogy that ties you back to God. You find in the book of Galatians, the 3rd chapter, verse 26 and 27, we're children of God by faith in Christ Jesus, for as many as have been baptized into Christ have put on Christ. Romans, the 8th chapter, whenever we're children of God, we're heirs of God, joint heirs with Christ. The genealogy of faith is so amazing that gives us such an amazing wonder to look back and see how we are related to God through the blood that Jesus Christ shed. And it's something that gives us a home, gives us something to look forward to, that we one day will live in his Father's house. You look, and time to consider maybe our genealogy. What is your family's genealogy? Where are you in that lineage of faith? Did it begin before you? If not, are you ready for it to begin with you? That you can have that faith that can go on generation to generation, that ties you with God in the hope of heaven itself. I pray that that's so. And whenever it is, if you look and you realize that, here I am. I'm a child of God. I know where I'm going. I know whose I am. And not only that, but I've blessed others by teaching them that same thing, and that genealogy expands. If we have that in our family, then we have a great time before us. And we're going to be a blessing to others too. Thank you for listening. Thank you again for joining us in this Bible study. We remind you, if you'd like to follow along in our daily Bible reading, the link below in the description of this video will give you the PDF so you can read right along with us. If you have any other questions, or if you'd like information on a Bible study, contact us with the information provided on the screen before you.